Good morning, Rudolph from Crisp Fibre here. Got my good friend Ryan Jones from Free Peaks Debit Order Systems. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning, thank you for having me.
Anytime. We're going to touch a little bit today on debit orders, ISP side, dull COVID pandemic, how it affects all of us, and get your views on how you assisted your clients and how it affected you.
Perfect, man. Look forward to it.
So to start off, how does debit orders help ISPs like ourselves?
Well, yeah, I think debit orders is key with subscription businesses, and I think ISP, internet service provider, is a picturesque view of subscription business. Collecting a fee from a customer on a monthly basis and just kind of automate that process. So for me, business today and going forward is all about being business or automating business, and so looking to assist ISPs in that regard and bring their money into their account on the day that they want just puts them in a better stead, knowing that you don't have to start each month from scratch. You already got a set amount of clients and you're growing that on a monthly basis, which helps with cash flow. So yeah, and also ISPs are generally the values are small or smaller, and to follow up with a lot of small amounts, it just adds an extra unnecessary element to your business, etc. So automate that, make sure it goes into your bank account on the day that you want, etc., and then just focus on growing your business.
Yeah, I can tell you we've grown with the integration of what we have with you guys with the debit orders, that we have to have less people chasing up other people for payments. So that's been helping us tremendously.
Oh, fantastic, good to hear.
Touching on another subject that we mentioned earlier, the COVID pandemic. It's in the news, it's in the newspapers, it's everywhere.
It's all over, yeah.
How has it affected your business, and how has it affected the businesses you work with in this time?
So yeah, fortunately, and in terms of our business, we've grown during this time. We've obviously had to monitor risk. We've had to assist a lot of our clients out there that are going through tough times. But we ourselves have grown. We've taken on a lot of new customers that are needed to control and secure their cash flow during this time. So we've been very grateful for that. And but in terms of a lot of our clientele, we work with a whole cross-section of clients out there, and a lot of industries have been hit extremely hard. If I think about the gym industry, they haven't been able to open. If you look at service providers to the hospitality restaurant industry, they've been hit extremely hard, etc. And also your one-man bands, etc., where their clientele are closing or different things like that. They've had to look to automate that, but had to keep their costs down. So even though we've remained stable and grown, etc., we've had to be very flexible to our clients out there with them being involved. So yeah.
I must say we've seen it in our business also. We've had quite an increase in home clients, people starting to work from home and need connection. And then some of our businesses had to either downsize or downscale their costing. So see where we can either do a payment plan or saving or downgrade, to lower their speeds, just to accommodate them and see how we can help them.
Definitely.
The pandemic has affected everyone in a different sense.
No, I'm just thinking, even though the pandemic has affected a lot of people, and I'm not saying anything negative. There have been a lot of people that have been impacted, but I've also seen that there's been an incredible amount of opportunities that have come through this time as well. There's been a lot of people that have been able to grow, to pivot, etc. New industries that are or new businesses that have kind of evolved from this. So there's a massive negative side, but there's also an incredible positive that have come out of this.
Exactly. No, it's been a wonderful thing to watch. A wonderful thing to watch in the sense of how people have evolved.
Yeah. Not
stuck in the rut, just evolving.
Exactly. Yeah.
So So touching on debit order systems, where do you see the systems going in the next 5 to 10 years?
So it's a very interesting space. I think as businesses evolve and businesses pivot, you've seen there's a massive kind of there's a massive wave of businesses that are shifting from your kind of ad hoc payments to a subscription economy, a subscription-based business, etc. Just use the example of Blockbuster to Netflix, etc. And there's so many different industries out there that are kind of following that model. So we've kind of geared ourselves to be in the prime of that, to be able to assist businesses with those subscriptions. And we've also even looked at taking it a step further now to become to create an API marketplace for a lot of our clientele, our partners, resellers, etc., that want to integrate their systems into our systems, so that essentially we just become a backbone to them. So that API marketplace, I think that's where the future goes with regard to debit orders. I personally don't think debit orders are going away anytime soon. Blockchain will come there to maybe shift it a little bit, etc., as time goes on. But I think debit orders are absolutely essential to facilitate that recurring income.
You touched on API integration there. I know we work on Sage and Xero, and you guys have flawlessly integrated with that. And I commend you. There's a lot of debit order systems out there that you still have to manually input to Sage and to Xero, and you guys done a full integration, and it just seamlessly works.
Well,
so
thank you.
Good on that.
Definitely. I think with the entrepreneurial mindset that we try and bring into the company and flexibility, I think that's we've tried to meet our clients where they're at. So it's an ongoing process, but we do try.
We'll get there. So looking at Free Peaks and your API integration, where you see yourself, how can you give ease of mind for secure income to your businesses?
Well, I think obviously our system being a cloud-based web portal, etc., you can obviously facilitate that, take control, and we've tried to really make our system a 1, 2, 3 click, and the process must be done, etc. So, in terms of securing your cash flow and making sure it goes into your account, etc., we help our clients every step of the way with the mandate, etc. So, I believe we are the prime to help our customers obviously bring that in, and ISP, like I said earlier, is obviously integral when it comes to debit orders, and securing that cash flow, making sure that it goes into your account on the day that you want. It just helps you as a business owner sleep at night. So
I had this discussion with one of my friends the other day and explained to him that he's a plumber. He has to do a certain amount of work each month to cover his overheads, and I told him in a joke that every first of the month I wake up and my debit orders are in the bank and it's secured. I don't have to worry about chasing anyone.
Exactly, and all you want to do on a monthly basis is just grow that incrementally. So I commend you.
Correct, it helps.
Definitely helps you sleep at night. Definitely. So, but obviously, thank you for quite a bit of perspective from your side on these questions. But from my perspective, and knowing what you do in Crisp Fibre, how have you been able to, as an ISP, help the changing times that we're in, the COVID times, in terms of businesses and home businesses that have been popping up, etc.? What have you found in the marketplace?
What we've seen is that if you don't adapt to the times, you're going to get left behind. So if you go 10 years ago, it was ADSL. Everyone had to jump on the ADSL train with Telkom. From ADSL, then Vuma came in and revolutionized the move of ADSL copper to fiber, and since then we've seen to grow in our side as an ISP, building networks, on the sense of building on other network platforms, fiber network providers, building our own networks, and we've seen that we can actually the development that we've done is to assist clients and solutions.
Yes.
Businesses, homes, we've been flexible enough to build this. And we've seen an increase in it, and we've seen trust being built with us, with the relationships we have with developers and with other ISPs and other FNOs. And we've tried to also accommodate and acknowledge the business out there. There's a lot of opportunities.
Yes.
A lot of opportunities. It's what service do you deliver? What's your pricing? It's not a price wars out there, but what can you offer the client to increase his lifespan and to help him grow as an individual? And we've been focusing a lot on that. And we're starting with outreach programs to Tembisa, to Mamelodi, to the places that other ISPs don't want to touch, that we start helping them and getting them e-learning and stuff like that.
Lovely, man, lovely. And if I may also, have you seen a shift during this COVID, obviously in your space, businesses moving home? Have you been able to assist with the clients in that regard?
We've had a great increase in that, from businesses still having their office and then also working from home, and then we supply them with web, we supply them with proper internet connections that they start working sufficiently from home. But we've also seen now in the last 3-4 weeks slowly but surely people going back to the office, and then the business at the office starting to increase their lines again and increase their workflow. So we've seen it's like a wave. It went up, down for a last while, and at the moment the rise is on the up again.
Nice, man. Well, that's great. Well, I commend you being in a space that is able to assist businesses out there, whether it be at home or at the office. So yeah.
Thanks. Ryan, it was nice seeing you this morning. Thank you for coming through to Pretoria. We do have warmer weather here than Joburg.
Yeah.
I hope to see you soon again, and if there's anything that you need to come see, come sell to people, our office is always open to you.
Perfect, man. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity and great to be with you.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
Thank you.